years for Tom Izzo. The Izzone is ready, and we are too. Michigan State, Purdue.
That's an upset already.
How about it?
Zach didn't get the tip. And right now, Purdue. Jason Benetti goes a little man-to-man. A lot of pin downs early for Walker and Akins. You get Joey Hauser going a little bit too, is what Tom would like to do.
I know you're ready because you just rolled the man-to-man into analysis. Here's Akins in the lane, pivoting to kick it out. And Tyson Walker, who had the game winner last year against Purdue here.
We're accustomed to with Michigan State, but they're going to push it, try and get some free ones early.
Yeah, you got to figure they would want to today with Zach Edey, the leading scorer and rebounder in the Big Ten. Here is Lawyer and Braden Smith, the two freshmen in the backcourt. They do hit it to the post for Edey. He goes up for the first time and misses, and the rebound, Michigan State.
That's the hook down that he likes, usually over that left shoulder. So we're going to get Hauser going early, too.
He's had a dynamic here, Joey Hauser, much improved. Here's a little blast to the rim for Hogarth.
How about the footwork by Hogarth? He has played well of late. A little turmoil a couple of weeks ago, but they're now on the same page, he and Tom.
Well, you see that so much with Tom Izzo. He motivates kids, does it so well here at Michigan State for nearly 30 years.
That is the play that they were working against. Little dribble handoff and then a duck in by the big guy. I love this kid.
Braden Smith, a lot of moxie.
Very much so. Finds people.
For a chance at $1,000. 4 to shoot, Edey. In the lane, on the kick out, Ethan Morton, too short.
Morton's one of those guys shooting it real well. The Big Ten plays 6 for 8. He needs some physical play. He's going to be tired at the end of this game. He gets a nice little curl. Warriors so good without the ball.
Edey, diagonal pass. Smith tunneling into the lane, missed it short. Edey, a tremendous offensive rebounder, missed it point blank. And a foul against Ethan Morton and Purdue.
And Morton does a nice job defensively. Cuts well, screens well, and can bite you with the three.
Hogarth on the drive, threw it off the foot of Sissoko. Smith weaving into the front court for Purdue.
They do a great job of lobbing when he does that, or finding. There's an awful lot of great passes opposite this. Step through and shoot down. Amazing. What do? Maybe a little on the bounce. Maybe you'll see some people going to dig.
Just kind of put the hand in there, make him disjointed.
Right, somewhat. Shake him up a little bit. He's got that one-man zone in the back.
Joey Hauser trying to go to work, and he skipped it right to Morton. Ethan Morton down the lane, missed the scoop.
1-on-3, you got to convert that or bring it out.
Oh, a lob that went halfway across the state is fruitless for Michigan State.
Step back, he can do that, Smith. Look how deep the catch is. Say goodnight.
Look at this. Second chance. I mean, it looks like a Nerf hoop at that point.
Also, should have been over the back, though, on that rebound.
It's interesting. He's got to be difficult to officiate.
I would think. I mean, it's loads up. He's strong. Great pins under him. This is what I would do. Keep moving him around.
Hauser got it for 3.
Catch and shoot. It's interesting that Hogarth was being played by Edey.
Michigan State had turned it over 4 times already. They finally got an open look, and Hauser buried it.
There's that step through. Just forced him out another step, made it tougher. You can get this all night, though, because he's going to soften defensively.
Hogarth against Edey. He missed it. Here comes Purdue, 76 points a game, one of the best rebounding teams in the country, #1 in margin.
Do a great job going side to side. Defense weakens. Look at this. First, wide open, too.
Close out by Hauser, helped that defensive possession.
Sissoko's really doing a nice deal. They don't see the ball.
You were ready for it, I know.
Just in case.
Hands ready.
There's that pin down they've been trying to get. Walker.
Missed the jumper. Tyson Walker only took 1 3 in that Illinois loss on Friday. He had been shooting it very well.
Little horn set. And a roll to the bigger. That's their lob play. Say goodnight. Put the lights out.
Wow.
Weak side, got to step in and take a charge on him. And again, the same play. Joey Hauser, he's looking for the play, and Hoger threw it at him.
Zach Edey 6, Michigan State 5 to this point.
This is a good match here, I think. First, and Hauser, a little drag dribble now.
Hauser and Edey wrapped it around, got it to the corner. That 3 for Walker won't go.
That's what the big guy does.
Well, he recovers so well, even if you beat him around the corner.
He forces you to make passes like that.
Trying to camp against Sissoko outside of the lane. Zach Edey.
Nice dig.
That was the dig. It made him uncomfortable. First comes up with it and stepped on the end line.
Well, I saw a push, I think. They got a foul. Love the players are committed to the universities.
The foul against Joey Hauser. There's a foul on Michigan State if we went to the timeout. Purdue has it, and there is Fletcher Lawyer to can a 3.
That he can do.
First 3 for the Boilermakers. It is 9-5, and you know this game has a little extra for him, considering his brother's a former Michigan State Spartan.
No question about it. Was moved to Indiana. Walker with a pin down, him up empty. Really could have gotten a little closer when he hit a floater.
He has not shot it well so far today as Purdue leads 9-5.
Jenkins on the floor, good at dribble drive, attacking. It all goes to the low post generally when they need something. This is the middle ball screen. How do you play it? And this time Hauser gets over there. They didn't do that earlier.
Guys, do everything guy coming off the bench now for Purdue, getting them 6 and 3.5 a game as Smith makes the free throw.
There was 17 offensive rebounds a game.
I mean, this team, Purdue, they hit the offensive glass hard as you're talking about. They also have taken 207 more free throws than their opponents.
Surprise you with that big guy out there?
That's a ridiculous amount of free throws.
Are you saying it's unwarranted?
No, I'm not at all. Thank you for asking. Purdue with its largest lead at 6 on a 7-0 run.
A little shuffle gun. Kohler with the bump. One of those you can drive it a little bit. Double screen on the other side. Walker off the screen from Kohler.
That's what you can do. Lane and kick into that corner. And a second chance coming for Walker himself.
Look at this rebound.
Big rebound for Brooks, and he couldn't finish.
And one of those guys is going to get more minutes, Pierre. Pretty active.
His last points, January the 3rd for Pierre Brooks.
He can catch and shoot it, though. Watching him early in practice a couple of weeks ago. Little pin down and the lock. This is their favorite little play. You got a great shooter, you got a hug.
Edey showed the screen. He'll roll to the rim. They open up a 3 for Gillis, and he buries it.
How about that? He's improved that shooting. He's shooting it confidently. 13-3, 31%.
He started the last 25 games for Matt Painter last year. Zach Edey goes to the bench. Brandon Newman has come in for Purdue, and so is Trey Kaufman-Renn, the freshman.
You got to drive it now. Without him under there.
Hogarth broke it down.
Doing a good job on Hogarth so far.
That 3 won't fall for Brooks. Michigan State has missed its last 8. Still loud in here, but all Purdue early on.
Well, this guy will get the offense organized too. Look at this dump, a little tough handle maybe, but a good idea. It's a great conduit for others too, to hear these coaches talk about these players living it. They got a dribble drive without the big guy on the floor. Post up.
They'll go with Kohler and a foul called. Kaufman-Renn was behind him, and that's going to be his first foul.
Check, I know that.
Well, it's too busy handling drinking vessels. Michigan State about 5 minutes without a bucket here.
Hogan has not been able to turn the corner. They're doing a good job on it. That was more of a foul there. But how about the footwork? Again, one of those guys that going to be asked to do something. Good post up. He has a good drop step move as well.
Kohler, they've called Baby Jokic before. And that one-legged turn looked a little bit like Nikola Jokic. This is a foul against Smith.
He must have extended the arm. This is a time to make hay, though, I think. A little rhythm in your offense. Run your sets. You're still going to the post up. Kohler with a spin out.
He's fouled by Kaufman-Renn. Literally in the middle of that lane.
Nice screen for a great. You got to make those. You don't get many against this good defense. Walker, bring it about.
He missed a couple early. Had to have that. It's a 5-point game now. Hogard showed some help. So does Walker.
How about that? That drop step. He's clever. Knows where the weight distribution is. Acts accordingly.
Well, he felt the pressure coming too, it seemed like, and then turned the other way.
Trying to wait for the pressure, absolutely. If they were going to double a rake.
Aiken slipped it out, and a tough rebound, a strong one for first.
That's been there, but you got to make those.
Jaden Aiken's in and out of the lineup this year, missed 4 with a foot injury earlier this season. Malik Hall out with the ankle injury today.
Looking for the lob. They're doing a nice job. Now you can back off a little bit. Oh, they're jumping out on that. That dribble, hey, blew it up. Nice play.
So now they have to scramble it to Morton with 4. Inside, Edey listened to the crowd and scored.
How about that find? What a great presence by Edey.
Nice touch, too, huh?
Yeah. He knew it was late. Hogan has not been able to turn the corner. Morton, excellent defender.
Jenkins got caught up with Hogard there. Now Morton picks up Walker off the screen from Kohler. The Walker jumper is capped.
That's the shot you're going to get when you lift the big guy. You got to settle for it. A little deeper occasionally on a floater, but 15 foot, it's a layup for these guys.
If that's the shot profile
Nice
available.
slip.
Oh, that is a pretty good high percentage shot.
I think they're going to have to raise the rim for that guy. Wow.
He's had a mammoth day so far already. Zach Edey to this point, 12 and 6.
Would have been sad if he stayed with tennis, huh?
Yeah,
hockey.
Or pitching. That's a foul, and first, he's done it 11 times already this year.
There's that pin down, they look to dump it right to him.
He turns to the right and misses. Offensive rebound for first.
That's his game. Sissoko's done a really good job trying to keep him away. A little rake and a cover.
Jenkins open look, missed the 3. Nice box out by Hauser.
Yeah, they're going to pick their spots. Lay off maybe Jenkins and Morton from deep.
Hogard missed it for 3. Edey just waits for it and then bear hugs the thing.
He really looks like a coachable kid, too, doesn't Edey? Responds. Pin and a cross screen. They like that play. And then it's stagger on the left.
First hooks it in for Edey. 7 to shoot.
That's the traffic clear. Good job by Hogard. Oh, wow. Extricate him from that low box area, and he relocates, reposts. Really smart with his footwork.
Post feed from Lawyer. Edey scanning.
A good job pushing him as far away as you can.
Refeed.
That's good. Around the rim, forget about it.
Morton and Hogard trading paint into the front court. NASCAR season's coming up in a month.
You got to screen outside. Bring Edey away from the hole. Get him involved. And he just drops that drop coverage. So smart.
Chasing after Walker, who threw it out of bounds.
They're pretty solid. half-court defense is excellent, though. This is too low.
Edey scores it. Yep, you were right.
Once he's at 3 feet from the rim, and these kids are unselfish, they find him.
Yeah, Morton wanted to pass that thing into the post the whole way when he got the ball, and he did.
You mentioned turnovers, only around 10 a game for Purdue. They value it. You're going to get that little jumper there if you'll keep him on your hip.
Walker wanted to foul. He was being closed out by Jenkins, and now a foul is going to go against Sissoko. He's down in a stance now.
Nice cut.
It's a backdoor slam for first.
You know, Lawyer has a little point guard in that head as well. Tom's coming. Backcourt guy at Navy. The guy by the name of David Robbins.
He could play.
Yep. And they got an offensive
Oh
foul.
boy, it's going to go against Akins.
Yeah.
Lead is 13 for the Boilermakers. It's 10-2 on the run for Purdue. Help comes for a moment. Now it's Edey on Sissoko.
But you give this up.
Morton missed the three.
You got to give something up to get that big guy. Something early.
Morton denied it. Now a cut by Walker from behind.
Great patience by Akins. Nice field.
Where would you help from if you were going to help off of Edey?
Different. You can't do the same all the time. They're not big, so you can't do big on big much. That is the difficulty. And first is a good offensive rebounder involved right there. So Hauser's got to stay on him.
Lawyer missed the three. Edey nearly got a hand on that to clutch it. Hogarth leading in for two and a foul. And he still is.
Yeah, no question.
Lawyer scoring 16 points a game.
Well, recently somebody had 30 at Wright State. You know?
There's Dad John, longtime scout. They knew what they were in for today.
Oh, yeah. Big upside. They're going to yo-yo the guard. Smith, look at that drop step again.
He looked it out. Edey missed.
You just can't go too deep with Edey in that low post area. Cooper moves him around. He's down there preventing.
Walker met by Gillis. It's a two. That's no good.
Nothing easy on that end. Really solid stay-at-home D by Purdue. This kid, almost a turnover, but he just understands what should be done on the offensive end. That was a little lob. Some tough issues. Was that your major, by the way?
No, they found your library. I knew somebody had busted into that overnight. Great to see the book getting some use.
Quantum was right up my alley.
Yeah, it would have been quite the leap for both of us, I feel like.
Again, good D, by the way. Cooper forced him out. That's what you want.
That's Edey's 16th shot
not
attempt.
a good look here. Gillis, great hustle and cover. You expose him once you put the ball over your head like that.
8th turnover for Michigan State already. Smith got caught at the baseline. Morton comes out to help and feeds the post right away. Edey again is fouled.
I think on the backside, if I'm not mistaken. Good stroke.
1 for 2.
Hauser's got to get going a little bit. Gillis, an excellent defender, but he's got to keep moving. His little blur screen for him.
Hauser gives it up, sets a screen. Brooks to Walker. Newman right in his pocket.
And Edey just recognizing everything, staying in the middle.
Hogarth over Morton for 2.
Pretty good defender in Morton, too.
Purdue has basically led throughout, but the zone has been loud all day today.
There's that little dribble handoff. As you can say, worried about that. When he's pinned down, he gets going. They're a different team. Newman.
Hauser just sent Gillis into next Tuesday. Kick into the corner, and this is a splashdown. Walker's getting hot.
They're going to watch the drop step now. Oh, they got an invasion.
First one good.
Very good. Smooth.
27-20 Purdue, number 3 in the country.
Baseline bumps.
Crowd wanted Jenkins to be called for a foul. Some people are standing up in frustration right near us.
That Gillis just rooted.
Hogard swatted by Edey. We're going to foul. I thought instead they're going to count the 2, and that's it. I thought I heard a whistle. The 2 counts, and it's a 5-point game.
That's right, Edey's right at the rim. Nice little curl out. But they weren't patient for him to reset. Steps.
Newman, yes indeed. Purdue's lead was as much as 13 here in the first half. Now a 5-point game under a minute to go.
Cooper's got to keep him busy. First clean look in a while.
Hauser missed it. Edey's got himself a first half double-double.
Just got to keep him away from the hole. See if somebody dips down. Violation. Yeah.
Hogard yelling to get Brooks, and now the spacing was very poor. Hogard discards Morton. Walker open for 3.
How about that replacement?
For the Boilermakers and Smith.
Ball screen, let's see if they roll. Nice help, defense.
Hauser's got 2 seconds. Hogard's got a look. 2-point game at the half. How about this ball game, huh?
Pretty solid defense that last trip. Wonder if Smith's okay. He has trouble getting up off the floor.
Here we go, second half, another tight Purdue-Michigan State game.
And the big thing for Michigan State, get a couple of easy ones, quick hitters on the other end.
Joey Hauser comes to meet the ball, runs
There
to
you
the
go.
rim and scores.
A nice little curl by him. A bunch of bumps on that baseline, curl, using that bounce and extension.
Purdue, 1 loss a couple of weeks ago to Rutgers. That shot won't go for Smith.
These early pushes, that's what they need. If they can get a good one, fine. If not, run it.
Akins fouled. Through Sissoko for Hogard.
Look at them, nice in the baseline. Look, Hogard in the attack mode. Pretty good drop step and footwork by Hauser.
Pinned by First, 4 to shoot. Walker snaps it off and missed it right. Rebound Akins.
He's got it if he wants it.
He didn't. Instead, up top. And a lead for Michigan State with Hogard. The first is 5-4.
How about that fine? Got to get the big guy a touch. Little dribble handoff series. Look at how they've stuffed. I think he switched pivot feet.
Brian Sissoko just buried that screen action. Lawyer got bumped by Akins prior. Lawyer
There you go.
got to the rim and trickled it out. Offensive rebound for Purdue. Smith caught it on the run. Akins closed him off.
Yeah, nice footwork as well. Let it clear first.
Edey to Morton, teeing it up, and he missed it short.
That's the one they're going to give him.
Hoggard calling for the ball. And he kicks it to the corner. And Walker will slow it down for the moment. Hoggard missed it for 3.
Taking some early good looks now. A rejuvenated offensive thrust.
It's a very good three-point shooting team. Michigan State, top 50 in the country.
Nice curl. He's good footwork, Boyer.
Aikens made it tough for him, though, and the rebound for Sissoko.
They're beating Edey down the floor here.
Morton on Hauser halfway through the shot clock.
So he's good at bouncing these guys to the box. A little too far out.
Walker had the game winner last year here, and he's got 2 more against Purdue this year.
Not doing a good job denying those initial bounces to the lane.
Sissoko leaning on Edey, draped on him.
I don't mind him getting the ball out that far. Look at the footwork, though.
He ends up with the ball back. Sissoko couldn't clear it. Morton rummaging down the lane. Edey to follow. It was off the cylinder.
Well, they've had a few of those mistakes. Not caressing and holding on to the basketball. Irwin passes.
Edey's face just looked like he's just over it. He is just sick of not scoring at the rim.
And that's that 9th turnover. You can't afford that against Purdue.
Walker.
He's getting what he wants, though.
Looks like he's feeling it.
Yeah, he really is. Tagging him well.
Smith, the freshman, his first time here at the Breslin Center as a Boilermaker.
This low, you got some problems.
Help comes. Morton catch and shoot in the corner. He missed it short.
That's the one they were going to gamble off.
Hauser going to work on first.
Too big body. Oh, not a good pass.
And Lawyer got the tip. Smith out ahead with Morton, who dropped it off for him, and he missed it right on the welcome mat.
Numbers here. Well, they've done a good job recognizing if it isn't there, they'll get everything in order.
First place in the Big Ten in the balance.
Got to stop dribble drive if you're Purdue. Oh, not a good look there. Goodness,
between the legs.
What's he going to do?
Lawyer wants 3. He's got it.
How tough is that? Stem the tide. Good find to get them organized as well.
Purdue didn't have success running the break to the rim, so Lawyer hit the 3. Hauser missed it off the bracket, and the rebound Sissoko. Intensity through the roof right now in this building.
Walker staying busy off the pin downs. They've been successful running baseline.
3 to shoot. Walker buries it. That is just about right where he sank the Boilermakers last year.
Shooting 40% from 3. First has got to be a little more of a threat, I think. Nice double by Hoggard.
Edey stepped through it. Hauser ends up getting called for a foul.
They have battle on the boards, relatively even, and Purdue is plus 12, which is amazing in the Big Ten.
Best rebounding team this year with that margin. Jenkins on the floor along with Lawyer and Smith, the freshman. Lawyer fell to the ground. It ends up out of bounds, and it will stay with Purdue with 4 seconds. Oh, instead, it's Smith diving in for 2.
Well, not alert on the inbounds. Thomas holding his head on that one.
Well, Smith was the only guy moving. He was moving hard.
He is quick.
Trey Holloman in. Pierre Brooks in off the bench.
Oh, not an overhelp and then give him a wide open look.
Hauser missed it. It gets tipped to Brooks.
Great grab by Brooks.
splits two. Edey redirects it.
How about that? Whew. That baby hook doesn't work around that guy.
And the length, too, trailing the play. Smith lobs it for Edey, the smash.
He hesitates enough to freeze the defender. Marvelous find. The big guy knows to get to the rim.
Indiana's Mr. Basketball, Braden Smith, has Purdue in a 1-point lead. Hauser barricaded by Gillis. He's still got it up, and Edey a one-hand rebound.
Purdue forces you in some tough shots. Same play as earlier. Say goodnight.
Edey, good night. Your ability with the language gives me pause. Edey, the free throw. It's a 4-point lead. 7 in a row for the Boilermakers. Akins. Up top, it's Brooks. No.
Good ball movement. Sissoko, good hustle.
Swatted it back in. Off. Deal with the rigors of day-to-day in the Big Ten. All the big guys are going to lean on him.
Now, there are a slew. So Trace Jackson Davis the other day, big-time performance. They need that every day from him in Indiana.
Saw Hunter Dickinson against Michigan State as well. That's going to be a foul on Sissoko.
That's like a turnover. You don't even get a shot. Can't chase a rebound. Sure, develop it to a team.
18 years now at Purdue for Matt Painter. Edey with some space.
Wow. Sissoko sort of backed off and gave him ground right out of the timeout.
Yeah, we haven't seen that a whole lot.
No, not at all.
Body to body most of the day, Sissoko and Edey when they've been in together.
A little post up, not a bad maneuver here. Little small change. Jenkins trying to body it.
7 free throws combined in the game. Michigan State has 1 of them, and fouls have not really happened a whole lot. 6.5.
It's got to be the guards here or Joey.
Guard bumped by Jenkins again. Jostled 4 to shoot. Hogard gathers and scores.
Wow. Woo. Some help from above. Off balance, a little smooch too, right?
He barely had control of the ball and sank a 2. It's a 2-point game.
Baseline rubs. Nice tag on the baseline.
Lawyer sees Edey.
Oh my God.
Oh boy. Down it goes.
Oh, leave a tip for the head check, lady.
I mean, what do you do if he's empty?
There's nothing you can do. Oh, tough tug. Gillis underneath.
Newman in for Jenkins on that stoppage. They wanted Hauser instead. It's Walker back in. Missed it.
Sissoko, nice offensive rebound by Hauser. Sissoko with a great screen to get that open look.
Akins.
Pretty.
Oh, wow.
Oh, a dance drill. They got to take over. You're not going to get much around the rim. But Sissoko offensively, not that nice denial here.
Akins.
Give it up.
Had Walker. Akins missed it, and a foul call. And somebody's ready for it. It was Akins, and he missed the free throw.
2 great defensive jesting.
I am suggesting that it has been intense.
It is
body to body.
Physical performance by both teams. Who's tougher? We'll find out.
1 point separates them.
Fortunately, he's okay. I thought he turned his ankle down there.
Got a foul down low. So Sissoko out, Hauser in, and it's up to Cooper, the freshman, on Edey, who went diagonal, and it's swatted out of bounds by Michigan State.
Yeah, Hauser with a good hand in there. Got to get free.
First for Edey. Trying to get it into the post. He does against the former goalkeeper. Here's first and a foul. It was the body. Good on the front end.
He does. Very good offensive rebounder as well. I love his stroke.
Purdue by 3, 9:20 to go.
Playing without Smith now. Jenkins got to do a good job on the offensive end for Purdue.
Cooper the screen. Hogard the pull-up. He missed it, and first there he is on the glass.
The players are so good getting guys on their hip.
First out there with Kaufman-Wren. Newman as well.
They're so good at getting free. Just poised.
Kaufman-Wren had it for a moment. He could not come up with it. Now Walker scanning into the corner. That's a 2. That's no good for Akins. Tell you what, Matt Painter trying to sneak a couple of minutes for some of his starters here.
The big guy in particular, Gillis on the bench as well. And of course, Smith with the foul problems, yo-yoing. He and Newman and Jenkins.
Kaufman-Wren denied the post by Cooper, bodying up on him, and that is going to be, I believe, a travel. It is. It's a walk.
Little triangle set they like to run.
Newman got a hand in and punched it away from Walker at 8 flat.
Sissoko.
How long will Matt Painter stay away from Edey right now? Kaufman-Wren trying to defend Hogard. He couldn't do it.
That's from the bench. No big guy. Attack that rim. You can get something easy.
Right out of the timeout. It's a 1-point game.
Oh, offensive to the elbow.
Morton picks him up in the backcourt.
Empty side here. This is a Walker can hesitate, maybe find somebody.
It's Hogard in the corner with Morton. A.J. Hogard looking for the lead.
Step back, nice check out by First as well.
Jenkins, a Utah transfer, in control of it for Purdue.
They love his attitude. Jenkins. Got him. Nice cut by Morton, but doesn't finish. That's the problem.
Fouled.
He is a...
Ethan Morton, as a freshman, kind of got sick early. Edey went over the top, couldn't come up with it. Crowd wanted a foul. They'll get the ball. And maybe the belief in basketball karma that they were looking for.
Edey with good footwork, strung that out.
Walker down the lane. He got flipped.
They got Edey, I think.
Walker got the first confidence builder for him against Purdue last year with that game winner. They've needed him badly today, and he's tied the game.
He's really been playing well in the Big Ten Conference, so shooting it well. 55% threes. A direct pass, you got him.
Instead, they go away from Edey. It's Lawyer picking his way, taken away by Akins. And he's fouled by Caleb First.
He should have given it up.
That could be very true.
Good teams say that, though. Right after.
Akins. 2 for 2. 6 in a row for Michigan State. As loud as it's been all day. That's a reach in and a foul. That's good.
Nice poise for this kid.
In all sorts of colors and shapes and sizes, and despite the Teletubby that went up, we're tied at 46.
And more with the job of getting Hogan in front of him. Akins is quick off of screens, too.
Hauser rips it.
Great screen to set it up. Lost his guy in a high bump.
Without a field goal for the Boilermakers. Lawyer got it.
Nice ball fake. Fake the post pass, the pump fake.
These freshmen in the backcourt for Purdue are playing like much older guys.
Yeah, people haven't seen the real Smith either. This kid's a keeper, solid, knows the game. Again, the same kind of a play using that bump.
And he scores. Hauser was trailed by first. Hauser, three-point play. Tough to make them any louder, but the bench is trying.
Really defend it well, 2 doubles.
Edey right up, scores.
Oh, that was easy.
Under 5 minutes to go at the Breslin Center.
I'd run the same play, NBA style, you ride it.
Walker comes out to get it versus Smith. Screen from Cooper.
They dragged Edey now.
He's got Cooper down there. Walker over Edey.
How about that delivery?
Purdue fans are going to see Tyson Walker in their sleep. First, buries it.
Big time delivery. He hasn't had any touches from deep.
Just his 9th of the year in a huge spot. Give Walker the left hand.
Same play, trying to drag the big away from the hole. Somebody go to jump switch here.
Walker stalking Edey. Walker step back, gave it up.
Opens up the middle though.
Walker found a spot and knocked it down. How beautiful is that? How about these two teams? Combined 8 for their last 8 from the floor. And the offense is starting to cook here in East Lansing.
Well, speaking of cooking, Lawyer has stepped up. He has shown quite a bit.
Undeterred by a crowd trying to get into his head.
Yeah.
3-point play and a dazzling one at that. It's a 1-point game with 3 and change to go. Crowd goes silent, just shoe squeaks for you on this offensive end.
And baseline bumps, slipping Hogarth into the lane. If they overhelp, he can find nice little strong though. He's got Morton, backed him in. And he stayed away from Edey too. Didn't get too close to the rim protector. But it's great to see these coaches, the things they come out of timeouts with. And ride Hogarth, usually he's outside dribble driving with his strength.
One of the best assist men in the country, an 85% foul shooter, and he missed the first.
When he makes those threes, he's got 10 for the year. Combined with that dribble drive, post-up game, he's a tough out.
You just saw Smith come back in with 4 fouls for the Boilermakers, and Hogarth 0 for 2, and he can't believe it. His arms in the air. 3 to go.
I think it's Lawyer if it's not Edey.
Playing together, Lawyer somehow meandered to the rim for 2.
Well, he's got his confidence. Nice little crossover to set it up.
Adrenaline coursing through the freshman Fletcher Lawyer.
What a year in this league, huh? Heavyweights.
We got about 2 months left. Walker has been dominant.
Nice dribble.
Walker got by Edey.
Pushed to the head. Clever. Oh, he split the defenders. Lawyer wants the ball. Look at this kid.
And he will go to the free throw line. Edey hung on the rim, but he was trying to, I believe, avoid somebody.
If he stepped on somebody, you know, we'd be saying prayers.
That's exactly right.
But Lawyer, the activity, the pin down, getting himself available, this is just gorgeous. How about the split to counter the Michigan State split? Boy, he wants it right now.
Does he ever? I mean, they have been shouting at him all day long, and he has been absolutely cool.
I think some was directed at you, by the way.
I
can understand that as well.
Well, I'm very good at repressing things.
He collected himself, it seemed, at halftime, didn't he?
It looked like
He's
it.
just more relaxed.
Purdue by 1, 2 minutes to go. Another classic between these two. Halfway through the shot clock, here is Walker wheeling into his shot. It's good!
And what they were doing is moving Edey out, and they are eating it up.
Timeout, Matt Painter.
So get it in his hands. Lawyer will be active on the bumps, and it'll end up with Edey at some point if they don't get what they want outside here. Oh,
Jammed up there. Walker hit the deck right into Edey. Going to work. He left it short. And the rebound, Sissoko with 4 fouls.
and Sissoko moved them up a step again, making it a pull-the-string hook.
1 minute left. Number 3, Purdue in trouble.
Yeah, pick your poison. A little floppy on the baseline.
Walker shot seeking
Gets
for
to his
2.
spot.
Tipped out of bounds. Let's see. It's Purdue.
Purdue gets the ball anyhow.
Yeah. Smith picks it up. 45 seconds to go at the Breslin Center. Edey backing in. Killed the dribble. Here's Smith. Refeed Edey.
Lawyer's got to keep busy. And a small change foul.
It goes against Walker.
He didn't need it. Didn't need it. Guy with a great stroke, 77% free throw. Coach wants me to go over the top.
It's a tough call. Lawyer 12 and a half, make it 13.
Ice.
His brother transferred away from Michigan State, went to Davidson, became a 16-point-a-game scorer. Lawyer gives Purdue the lead.
Big time step up. What a half he's had.
A.J. Hogard into the front court, and here's a timeout. 25.7 to go. Michigan State and Purdue both have 2 timeouts remaining. Saw the stoic face of Fletcher Lawyer, who hopes that he's given Purdue a win. We'll see.
You got to run your action normally. A good, quick one if possible, so you can follow it.
It's Walker, under
Again.
20. Walker against Edey, slams on the brakes.
Down to 10.
Walker, pull up. Got it!
Legends! And a little guy.
10.8, we got a timeout, I believe. The clock was stopped. Tom Izzo is on the floor. Did Izzo call the timeout, or did Painter call the timeout?
I didn't see Painter signal it.
Surrounded by thunder. Caleb first, inbounds to Smith. 10 seconds to go. Lawyer, the freshman, into the post. Edey gets to the rim and scores. 2 seconds to go. Purdue by 1.
You knew the big guy was going to be a presence. How about the delivery to the low box? Just a great look by Lawyer. You got to hug him. Great opening to the passing lane. Run that baseline.
Walker's on the near side. Inbound pass coming from the baseline. Edey goes up. It's tipped away by Newman.
It's effective.
5.
I think they're gonna have to reset more, I think. Hogarth's the inbounder. He can't see over, and he's got to lock his pivot foot. Looks like a screen down and a cross. Here's the screen down. You got a shot.
Walker missed it, and Purdue escapes the Breslin Center.
How good was that basketball game? How competitive.